What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, King Ryan Garcia, undefeated, lightweight, contender, superstar, boxer, defeats Luke Campbell as he drops Luke Campbell and with a beautiful left hook to the liver, and Luke Campbell was unable to recover. But in the second round of the fight, Luke Campbell dramatically dropped Ryan Garcia with a left hook. And it seemed like Ryan Garcia could be on his way out. But then in the fifth round, Ryan Garcia bounced back and looked like he was on the verge of stopping Luke Campbell. Then he stops Luke Campbell with a beautiful left hook to the body, and I believe in the eighth round in dramatic fashion. With that said, Luke Campbell was unable to get up off his knees and beat the count. He was in a lot of pain. It was eerie similar to the left hook that Bernard Hopkins landed on Oscar De La Hoya, and the left hook Canelo Alvarez usually lands into the liver, right? You could definitely tell that he learned that from Canelo Alvarez. With that said, Ryan Garcia showed a lot of flaws in this fight. Ryan Garcia is definitely in need of more experience before he steps up and faces two-time, two-division world champion, undefeated WBA 130 and 135 pound world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, as that's being talked about and being built up for a possible showdown in April. Ryan Garcia is just not athletic. And I don't like the way Ryan Garcia was responding to the punches that was landing from Luke Campbell. And Luke Campbell wasn't landing big, hard punches, but Ryan Garcia body language just didn't respond well, in my opinion. And now, after watching this version of Ryan Garcia, if his next fight is against Gervonta Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis is going to brutally knock out Ryan Garcia. I do not believe it's going to be a close fight. Initially, I thought Ryan Garcia was getting better as the fights were going on, but now he seemed to regress, in my opinion. He did not display a beautiful jab. Obviously, he has lightning fast hands, so he throws these beautiful combinations, but they're not accurate. He's just throwing them to stay active. There's a difference between throwing accurate, clean combinations and with a with a purpose, and then there's just throwing combinations just to simply be active. And Ryan Garcia was throwing punches simply to be active in this fight, and he wasn't landing any big punches. And he did land a few clean punches, like I said, in the fifth round. And every now and then a punch would get through. But for the most part, Luke Campbell was blocking the punches. They was landing on his gloves, on his elbows. But he was active, right? But he wasn't accurate. And if you're not accurate, they're hyping him up after the fight. They were saying, look out Devin Haney, look out Shakur Stevenson, look out Teofimo Lopez, look out Gervonta Tank Davis. And all of those guys beat Ryan Garcia. There's a reason why the pecking order has Ryan Garcia amongst the young up-and-coming fighters, the Shakurs, Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney's, Teofimo Lopez, that crop of fighters, Chris Colbert, because he just don't possess the athletic ability. He doesn't have the quick twitch fiber muscles that they have. He does have lightning fast hands, and he does have power in his hands, but that's because he's flat-footed and he's sitting down on his punches, and he's committed to them. He reminds me of a lesser version of Danny Garcia, and there's a reason why. Danny Garcia is a two-division world champion. Danny Garcia was a unified champion at junior welterweight and WBC champion at welterweight. But when Danny Garcia stepped up against serious opposition that had talent, he lost. He lost to Errol Spence. He lost to Sean Porter. He lost to Keith Thurman. Because when you step up to that level of opponents and they have the complete package, your weaknesses are going to be highlighted, right? And Ryan Garcia's weaknesses wasn't highlighted tonight against Luke Campbell. Taking nothing away from Ryan Garcia, but I definitely feel like he definitely needs to have more fights before they fight Gervonta Tank Davis. He is going to brutally get knocked out by Gervonta Tank Davis. I thought he was on the verge of brutally getting knocked out by Luke Campbell tonight. Luke Campbell, as I told you guys in my predictions, I said Luke Campbell's going to lose the fight because he cannot close the show. I told you guys that Luke Campbell will have spots. He will be winning in exchanges at times. He will look good. But Luke Campbell has an issue with not being able to close the show. I explained that to you guys in my last videos, why I picked Ryan Garcia to win the fight. Luke Campbell had opportunities to close the show against Jorge Linares. He wasn't able to do so. Luke Campbell had opportunities to close the show when he had Vasyl Lomachenko hurt in 3 separate occasions in their fight, and he wasn't able to close the show. He ended up getting hurt in those fights. So he got dropped by Linares. So it's Luke Campbell is the perfect step-up opponent, in my opinion. No disrespect to Luke Campbell. He's an Olympic gold medalist. But he's not able to close the show when he steps up to the highest level, right? And he does work. He gets his opponents hurt. He dropped Ryan Garcia. He had him hurt. He hurt Lomachenko multiple times. He hurt Jorge Linares. But he is not able to close the show, and they all closed the show on him. And I predicted that Ryan Garcia would have to face adversity, but Luke Campbell would not be able to close the show, and that's exactly what took place tonight. He was not able to close the show. With that said, Devin Haney's length, mobility, boxing ring IQ, and power and accuracy, he will dominate Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to brutally knock out Ryan Garcia, and Shakur Stevenson, he doesn't even stand a chance. Shakur Stevenson is going to work his way on the inside. He's too accurate. He's too strong. He's too smart. He's too quick, too athletic. He will absolutely dominate Ryan Garcia. And Teofimo Lopez will brutally knock out Ryan Garcia as well. He does not stand a chance against these guys. He needs more time. He needs more experience. He needs to be groomed a little bit more. It's just not time for him to face Gervonta Tank Davis. And they're talking about this fight is possibly going to be next. It's not time. He should not take that fight next. Oscar De La Hoya, being an Olympic gold medalist, being a 5-division world champion, being a Hall of Famer, former pound-for-pound king, he needs to identify that, as well as his partner, former multi-division world champion, iconic superstar boxer Bernard the Executioner Hopkins. They need to all identify and witness what they saw tonight and understand his body language was not good. When he was getting hit, he did not respond well. When Luke Campbell was having success, Luke Campbell was landing that left hand at will. And I thought that Gervonta Tank Davis, being a shorter guy, Ryan Garcia having slightly faster hands, his hand speed doesn't translate into the fights. Yes, he's faster than Luke Campbell, but it should have been different levels in class of hand speed, and it wasn't. He would look slightly faster than Luke Campbell. But when he fights Gervonta Tank Davis, all his weaknesses are going to show up. All of his shortcomings are going to show up, and it's going to show up big time. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to brutally knock out Ryan Garcia should they fight, and I don't even think it gets past the 4th round. I think that he needs more time, more experience, more grooming. He has Eddie Reynoso in his corner continuously. Eddie Reynoso is telling him, stop dropping your right hand. That's why you get hit with the left hook. And all night, Luke Campbell, at times he wasn't committing to it or wasn't putting enough power on it, but he was landing the left hand, the left hook and the straight left hand at will. Ryan Garcia was bending straight back. So Ryan Garcia did what he was supposed to do tonight. He stopped Luke Campbell. That's impressive because Luke Campbell has never been stopped. But at the end of the day, Luke Campbell just wasn't able to close the show, and I'm not surprised. As I told you guys, Luke Campbell just doesn't have the ability to close the show. He always has his opponents in a vulnerable state where it looks like he can close the show, and he just never able to close the door and absolutely close the show. So this is what you get. Now for the first time he's gotten stopped, and the hype train of Ryan Garcia is going to absolutely take off because already, like I said, Sergio Mora and the commentators, they were already talking about, look out, Shakur Stevenson, look out, Devin Haney. They have nothing to look out for. If they were watching this fight, believe you me, they are licking their chops to get in the ring with Ryan Garcia. Believe you me. The first one of these guys that steps in the ring with Ryan Garcia is going to win that fight. Hands down. But congratulations to Ryan Garcia. Like I said, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, Bernard Hopkins, these guys need to identify that he needs more time he needs more grooming before he competes with those level of guys. But let's see how this all plays out. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, or one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.